right, I am live. Hey, y'all, it is Saturday and we're live. We have gone live again. Yay. I feel like I have a little lag here on this, so forgive me. Yeah, so y'all come on in. I won't be here that long. I will be, oh gosh, this hair. I will be just here briefly, and I will then go because there was something to do. I have something to do, but I need to be a little more consistent. You know, life be life in, and I couldn't make it last week, but we here now. Giving people a few more minutes to come in. We got a few topics to talk about, and then we'll just bounce. So come on in, and when you come in, say hi to me and hit the like button. Also, hit the bell for notifications if you haven't already. Hey, Harlem, what's up, girl? Good old faithful. I love me some Harlem, and I thank you for everything that you've done, Harlem. So we are live, and we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. So I'm not trying to rush, but I did want to make a point to come live, talk about it, see how my piece was doing, how y'all doing. So a lot has been going on. A lot is going on to where you just can't hardly keep up with everything that's going on. So say hi to me if you will when you come in. We want to definitely still continue to send prayers for Laura Govan and her family, for her son who had an incident, who is in an induced coma. So we do send up prayers for them because it's not easy, especially when it's your child. So I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Hey, Alberta, happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. That's my gift. That's it. That's it, right, Alberta? Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Let's just get started. Harlem, do you want to come up? Do you want to come up tonight? Again, you know, we won't be too long unless the conversation get real good. Let me see about this real quick. All right, y'all. All right. Oh, thank you, Alberta. And you're welcome. I hope you have a happy birthday. Okay, you can come up. Sure. Let me drop the link. Anybody else want to come up and talk with us tonight? It is the stage is open. If you want to, just let me know. Just hit the link. Let me see. Copy. Oh, there she is. Sorry. I was trying to answer these people. Get them on here.
No, you fine. You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just wanted to make sure.
You're in business. I can hear you tonight. Just a second. All right. Let's get started, y'all. Thank you for coming in. If you don't see the live, you can see the replay. Just if you would hit the like button. If you come in, say hi to us and say happy birthday to Alberta on your way in or out. That would work. Because we always want to wish everybody a happy birthday. If we know about it. So anyway, let's get started. I'm not Harlem a sports fanatic by no means. I watch the Super Bowl only when it's football time, but I am not so oblivious that I think Shador Sanders was done really wrong. And for whatever reasons for the draft, I'm not sure if you know about it, but he was like Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, is a phenomenal quarterback in college, Colorado. He played for Colorado, of course. His daddy was a coach, is a coach, whatever. He was the top 3 quarterback in this whole draft, right? He should have been part of the top 3. He was he was he's talented. I will say that he's very, very talented, and he should have been like I if it was my opinion, he should have been part of the first draft. And he was looked over by the whole entire league until the 5th round. He was 140th. He was selected 144th for the Cleveland Browns. And Stephen A. Smith is saying that it's not about, it's not about talent anymore. Like there's something bigger than us, something behind the scenes or whatever. And so whatever reason that is, he was the 144th pick. And he said it could be, is it about the brand? Is it because people don't want to deal with his daddy? Because y'all know, if y'all know Deion Sanders, he say and does what he wants to do. And so, or is it because of his color? Like what caused this to happen? And Stephen A. Smith said, this is something that has never happened before. But what I can tell you is there are quarterbacks that came into the draft and they were, like the 150, 60 pick, whatever, but became the biggest players in the league. So all Shador has to do is go out there and show his talent, be consistent, and do what he knows to do, and he'll be fine. But it's just crazy. And not only that, there was a white boy that called him, did a prank call to Shador, and said he was with Houston or whatever coach he was, and said that we've been waiting for this moment. We pick you, whatever. And he was prank calling him. And so I thought that was wrong, because he was already, like frustrated that he hadn't even been picked yet. And so then for somebody to call and prank him like they're the coach, saying we want to welcome you to the team, was pretty foul. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I know a lot of my viewers are probably not sports fans, and I'm really not that crazy about it. My husband is, and that's what brought my attention to it, because the internet is blowing up about it. So that's why we talked about that.
Yeah, I used to follow football and I kind of fell off from it, but I think it was unfair that he
Yeah.
wasn't chosen at the beginning, and I think it has a lot to do with Dion for his his personality, how he is and what have you.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I just think it's unfair to him. But the other son got chosen to, I think, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he has 2 sons that'll be in the NFL.
Yeah, and congratulations to them. I just feel like I'm with you. Like I felt like he was done really wrong, and when it was the time to pick quarterbacks, and the quarterbacks that were picked before him, like even Stephen A. Smith, and he's a sports dude, right? He was like, he follows it, but he was like, who are those people? Like I never even heard of them, to be picked before Shador was picked. But nonetheless, he was drafted. And so he just, again, has to go out there and prove himself. But, talking to some men about this, because I really don't know a lot, they were saying that, it could very well be Dion, his dad. Dion is aggressive, and they said that he had went to Dallas and was trying to persuade them to pick Shador as the quarterback. But when you do this, I'm pick me as the head coach as well, because I think at that time the head coach was leaving or whatever. So I mean, I don't know, but whatever reasons it is, I felt like he was done wrong, and now he can just go out and prove himself at the end of the day. because he's
Right.
talented and he can do it. If they give him the opportunity, he can do it. He can prove himself over and over. Like I did watch the college football for a little bit because my husband does. And so, yeah. Good luck to you, Shador Sanders, and to your brother and to your entire family. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if anybody was on when I did say that we're still sending prayers up for Laura Govan for her son who had a wreck and is in an induced coma. And if you guys don't know who Laura is, she was on Love and Hip Hop LA. I mean, sorry, Basketball Wives. Yes, LA. And so just sending up a prayer for her. So let's move on. Harlem, did you see where Little Kim's ex-boyfriend, her boo, came out and spoke on her?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because they broke up. He's saying that she's trying to hold his music back.
Yes, he's saying, listen, we was together. Yeah, I had a baby on you, and you're a little salty about that, but release my music back to me. So whether Little Kim is doing that or not, if she's doing that, just give him what's his and move on if it's over. That's how I look at it, which I don't know. But he had the picture of them together. And then he showed his little baby that he had on her. And he was basically saying, like, you should be proud of this little gift that I had, that I've brought into this world. But, if you did it while you was with her, that's kind of disrespectful and foul. But at the end of the day, if that's his music and if she's holding on, this is alleged, then we don't know. Give it back. Give it back.
Yeah, because how do we know that she's holding his music? How do
Yeah,
we not know that he's just not a good artist?
right. And who are you? Like, who are you? What is your name?
Exactly.
I don't even know who you are. So, I mean, I don't know if this is just like, clout chasing or whatever, but yeah, we don't know. But I would say at the end of the day, if you got it, give it back. Just give it back. So moving on, which takes me into this Karlie Redd situation. Listen, Karlie Redd, if you guys don't know who Karlie Redd is, Karlie Redd is she is on the cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And Karlie Redd is the one she's Messy Boots on the show, right? She's Messy Boots, but she also has an issue keeping a man. Either she got a man and he done cheated on her. She's been engaged to be married. That falls through. If you guys remember, what's his name? Gave her a ring and she just fell on the ground. It was supposed to be a fake ring after she fell all out. And then she got married to the owner of That Is TV network owner. And so they got married and he filed for divorce. And allegedly what I'm hearing is that he filed for divorce and Karlie she was in her feelings about that. So she calls the police and on him, says that he jumped on her, right? And so he goes to jail for that, saying that he, domestic violence or whatever. So he filed for a divorce or whatever, and she goes and allegedly, well, this ain't alleged, she goes and breaks in his house for whatever reasons. And she caught her a charge of first-degree burglary, which is not an easy charge. Like, that's not a soft charge. That's pretty steep to have a felony first-degree burglary. Said that she was going in getting personal stuff or whatever. For me, once they had got the divorce, he was ordered to pay her $15,000 or $18,000 a month, right? I say, Karlie, get your check and keep it pushing. Like, don't go to jail and cause your life all a dysfunction and put yourself in an uproar. Like, you have businesses, you have money, and now you're getting a whole $15,000 a month. So I would say just keep it pushing. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that with Karlie because if y'all are broken up, you're getting divorced, like move on. What do you need to break in the house to get? Like, what is really so important that you got to go back and
Right.
break it in at that?
And now facing time for doing that, like,
Right.
use your brain, like whatever it is, he giving you 15, 18,000, go buy it again. Like, just
Right.
don't, You don't do that, because Karlie, I don't think that Karlie's broke. I think that she got some cash, not the she ain't, she ain't the richest, but I don't think that she's just broke. Plus you getting this $15,000. But what I also heard is that they were creating these businesses together. Like there was a restaurant that they had, got together, and some other businesses, and then maybe, I don't know, whatever reasons, if he allegedly cheated on her or whatever the problem was. But at the end of it all, move on, because I ain't going to jail. If you don't want me, I'm gonna get this $15,000 check and I'm moving on. I'm gonna get my coin and I'm out.
Yeah, because it just makes me wonder, did he move on and he had somebody else, or is she breaking in trying to see what's going on in the house?
Yeah, like I'm curious as that too, because it was said that it was reported that he is the one that filed for divorce.
Right.
But if I recall, like the last time I saw him and her on the show, they were having issues, and he was like having trust issues, right? Help me make, let me trust you. She was going out, whatever. That's what I remember. But they said that also now he's not going to be appearing on Love and Hip Hop anymore, that she got him fired. Now that's alleged. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But he was saying, the reporter was saying, is that, Love and Hip Hop don't play about domestic violence and this racial stuff. You will get fired quickly. And she did file charges on him for like saying that he had abused her. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was making a pretty check on Love and Hip Hop. Like people like her. People love Karlie Redd. Like she messy boots, but people like her. Excuse me. I don't know. It just remains to be seen. I'm very curious as to what you breaking in trying to get. Like, did you leave something over there? Like, make arrangements for somebody to pick it up. Just don't go to jail and get a felony on your record. That's not worth it. So anyway,
it's not worth it.
I meant to say this about Shador Sanders. Donald Trump, y'all's favorite person, even spoke out for him. It was like, are y'all stupid? Y'all know how he talked. Are y'all stupid or what? Like, why are y'all passing over him? I just had to make that a point. And not only that, Karlie Redd's lawyer is Donald Trump's lawyer. So Donald Trump's name is just ringing right now. That's why I wanted to make a note of that. Anyway, you guys, if you come in, say hi to us, hit the like button, hit the bell so that when we post or when we come live, you will get the notification. If you guys come and you want to talk with me in Harlem, you are very welcome to do that tonight. We won't be here long, but we got stuff to talk about. So moving right along, let's talk about Christian Combs real quick. So you guys know that Christian Combs had, they were on a yacht having a party. His PDiddy there, the whole family, they all there having a party. And Christian Combs, at the end of the day, he got accused of SA and R. And so it took a while, I guess, for her to get it all together and file the charges. And so it allegedly he didn't have any representation, so he didn't have a lawyer yet. And the charges came down, the lawsuit came down the pipe. So anyway, moving on, it is just recently said, I think that was Thursday. It came out that there is a video recording of the whole incident. So I would be, Harlem, if you find it before me, I would be interested to hear what's on that recording. But they said that's the evidence that someone has that was recorded as he was doing whatever he was doing on that yacht that was inappropriate.
Oh, I'll have to look around and see if I could find it, because I just don't know why he's not taking it serious that he don't have a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's got to be some coins somewhere to get him a lawyer. He needs to have representation. These are serious crimes against him, allegations against him. And so if I was him, like I would be going to get some representation. Somebody help me, but I don't know. Maybe he does by now have representation, but at the time he did not have a hired attorney that we knew of, right? So maybe he didn't have the information that he had it. But yeah, I mean, these are serious charges. Her foot is on the gas. Like she's not stopping. She's coming for him. for doing that. And by right, like, listen, again, respecting all victims. If in fact what she said is true, and if there is a recording, recordings don't lie, unless you edit them, I guess, like they're talking about with some other recordings that we're hearing about. But if you're guilty, if you did something that violated somebody, then you have to pay for that. And I think that since I've been on YouTube for years, I've been saying that it's if you did it, then you need to pay for it. But then if you are just out here, it also should be a thing that if people are just out here making allegations that are not true, then it has to be some consequences for that as well, I believe. So I'm not saying somebody's lying and saying that something happened to them that didn't. I'm not saying that somebody did something they didn't do. I'm just saying if you did it, you got to pay for it. And if you're lying, you should have to pay for that. You should have to pay for that.
Right.
Because
And that's why I say I don't understand why he wouldn't take it seriously if she's telling the truth, if she's not telling the truth. I know y'all could go find a lawyer because, you know, his father has all those lawyers. So I'm sure that they could find a lawyer to represent him if it's
yeah,
the truth, it's not the truth.
that's what I agree with you. And I think that if the girl is lying on you, then go get your representation so y'all can shut her down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Either way, you need representation. So hopefully by this day, by right now, this moment, he has gotten him some representation. So anyway, that's that on that. Shannon Sharpe. Okay. What I'm learning about Shannon Sharpe is that, well, if the recordings are Shannon, which they sound just like him, he's into choking. Now, I don't know if that's role playing or whatever. He's allegedly into choking because when the first lady came out, the $50 million lawsuit came out. They talked about choking on the phone call, right? Well, then his ex comes out and he's talking about choking her too. For me, like, and this is what I get for just looking at people just through this laptop, right? Because I didn't see Shannon Sharpe in this light, the way people are saying how he is. But they said that he's really aggressive because he's the Shannon Sharpe. And so it just kind of shocked me that this came out on him because I didn't see him in that light. I didn't see him doing the things that people are saying that he's doing and how he was on that phone call talking to the woman. You know, I don't know. I just didn't look at him like that. But there's his team is saying like that the accuser that came out against him is obsessed with Shannon Sharpe, and so this is why she's doing what she's doing. But for me, and I posed a question to y'all, like he offered her $10,000 to settle, right? She didn't take it. Does that mean that she has receipts, solid receipts, and she ain't taking $10 million? Or is she just money hungry and just trying to get him to go, do more? I don't know. But Busby, that's a whole nother story. Let me stop right there on him. When I saw Busby was her representation, I kind of side-eyed the whole allegation. And that's sad, but only because it was Busby and how he was moving and shaking in New York. And so anyway, I don't know what you guys think. Is she not taking the 10 million because she do have solid receipts? Or is she just money hungry and she's trying to see how far he'll go? At this point, whatever it is, she's looking at defamation lawsuit against her, according to him. So I don't know that I would just put myself out there being money hungry, right? If I didn't have receipts. It feels like she has receipts, but again, Sir Miguel, hey, it seems like, how are you? It seems like she has the solid receipts, Harlem. But I do side-eye this story, these allegations. What are you thinking? I think it was consensual, but at the end of the day, like that could change, right? And he could like have changed and got aggressive. I don't know.
So the other lawsuit that you was talking about, the ex-girlfriend, she's the first one.
Well, she's the first one that I
Her
did know.
lawsuit was from 2023.
Right. She's the first one. I should have said that, but this one that just came out was the first one I ever
It,
knew. And so you're
yeah,
right. You're right. She was in 2023, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was,
And
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
And he was choking then too, right? That's some allegations in her
Yeah,
lawsuit.
yeah, but that's the thing I was gonna say. So they're saying the choking is all role play. Okay, I understand that. But there's a article, I think I sent it to you. It's a production assistant from
Yes,
a show that he used to be on that he
yes.
was accused of choking. So if you're in the public on a set of a TV show, that's not role playing.
That's not role playing at all. I don't. So if I go back to that call, and I wish I had it because I would play it for us again tonight. We've heard it a billion times, but I don't. They're saying like whenever he said like she was like she don't want to go out. Why do you want to go out? He said I might choke you in public. Like I didn't take that as role playing at that point.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. But I'm looking. But here's the deal: did Cat Williams not tell him? Did Monique not tell him to back off?
Right.
Don't need no a young white 20-year-old, and that's nothing against no race. I'm just saying if we look at it, how we know life is for black men, and it's a young girl, and she's a Caucasian girl. And she wouldn't sign the NDA. When she said no, she's not going to sign the NDA, you walk away.
But see, they're trying to figure, I forget whose channel I was looking at. They're trying to figure if they met, because the lawsuit it says that they met in a gym, but they're trying to figure if they met before because she's allegedly on OnlyFans. And on OnlyFans, this is role playing, is what she
Yeah,
did or talked about or whatever. Because I don't know, did you read the lawsuit?
I did. I read through it. And I was trying to work and read through it. I didn't get it, and I didn't want to talk about that until I read it all. But tell me what you know. Give me more. So the points that I did read, we can elaborate on those.
Because I just find it strange that you met this girl in the gym and
Yes,
your first date that you come to his house, he
yes,
opens the door, he don't say anything. He just goes upstairs to the bedroom and lays in the bed. And you
let's
go
talk.
upstairs and lay in the bed with him?
Let's talk about it. Here's my thing, Harlem. Thank you for saying it. So yes, the very first time he invites you to the house, you knock on the door. He open the door. He don't even say come in. He don't even say, oh, welcome. I'm glad you was able to come by. Make yourself at home. He don't say that. He opened the door. You walk in, and he starts right upstairs. So you talking about, I didn't know what else to do. So I would follow him upstairs. Like for me, but
No.
it's just me. If I knock on your door, you don't say nothing. I'm not coming in if you don't invite me in. That's first. Second of all, you go up the stairs. I'm gonna say, like, what you want me to do? Like, why are you going upstairs? I mean, I don't know. That's just me. But maybe they had a conversation before. But she said he goes upstairs and they go. So she follows behind him, and all he does is point at the bed. So she goes and sit at the end of the bed while he go in the bathroom and do whatever he going to do, right? He comes out the bathroom, turn the light out, get in the bed. She's still, I don't know what to do. So she goes and lays down beside him. It's silent. It's awkward. Okay. Then all of a sudden he grab her by the back of her neck and it's on and cracking. He then they do their thing, whatever they got to do, and he turn over and start snoring. He wake up in the middle of the night and do his thing again. And at 4 a.m. tell him, you got to go. That's all you've said to me tonight. That's all the interaction we had tonight. You got to go and be back by 9. I'm not coming back. I ain't coming back.
No,
Not,
me neither. I wouldn't
not
have went in the first place when you opened the door and you didn't say anything. I
right.
wouldn't have went in. I would have turned around and went back home.
Right. First of all, I'm not coming in because you didn't even welcome me. And second of all, if I did come in and you started up them stairs, I'm not coming up those stairs. And you ain't talking to me? Nah, dog. So then fast forward, she leaves, whatever. He telling you get out, whatever, but you better be back by 9. She get there at 9:05 and he's all in hysterics. 9:05. This is alleged. This is what she's saying. He's all in hysterics, and now here we go. So here's my thing, Harlem. Now, I know people like victims that have been victimized. They say that they're scared of their abuser, right? I'm scared of him. I'm scared. But I'm telling you right now, if you let me out the house and I can get in my car and drive away and get home, I'm not coming back. That's what I know that I'm not doing. I'm not coming back. But she kept going back. They had the relationship, what, for 2 years?
But even so, phases. This was in California. He
Right.
moved to Nevada.
Yeah.
Why did she move to Nevada? Why did she follow him?
She claims she didn't move there because of him. What other reason did you go to Vegas for? Why did you
exactly?
Said that they moved to Vegas for their own separate reasons. Now, it's very odd. It's real odd that he went on and moved to Vegas, but here you come trailing behind him for your own reasons, though. And yet still connected in Vegas. Something ain't right for me. Something just don't sit right with me.
It's too many questions. And then, like, yeah, I understand. I agree with her where she says no means no. I understand that. But it's just too many questions.
Yeah. So you're right. So we're on the same page, Harlem. Like, if I don't care if it's your husband, if you say no, no means no. But it just, for me, it's just like I said, I am on something ain't right. Something don't seem right. And I don't know what's going to happen to this. But then, you think about like the ex-girlfriend coming out and saying, these are similar stories. And she did that in 2023. And then here comes this girl, and it's all sounding, alike. But I just don't know. But the sad part about it is, we talked about this before, Harlem. Men, these guys build themselves up, build these empires, and do really well for themselves and for their families, and are steady doing things that compromises their success. Stephen A. Smith talked about this too. He said that there's, even though you have all this money and all this power, you still have to watch how you move and shake, right? You can't just go do what you want to do, because eventually it's going to catch up with you, especially if it's violating women and drugging people. I said it now, and forcing them to do things against their will and all these foul things. You can't, just because you have money and power, you can't do that, because as we're seeing right in before our eyes, that it's becoming a trickle effect to powerful men that have money and have power, that can call all the shots. But yet people are like, they build themselves up to only crush it by their actions, thinking that they have all this power and control, they can do whatever they want to do, and you just can't do it. And I think that's where Shannon was. I mean, he told her, I am the Shannon Sharpe, honey. When I say 9, don't waste my time. You don't come at 9:05.
Right. But it's just too many questions that I have for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm there. And I think a lot of people, when you look on the out there on the people that are reported on it, people are saying that, like, I just don't know. We just don't know. But he did allegedly walk away from ESPN, but people are saying he got fired from ESPN. I don't know. He said, I can only believe what he say until it's not what he say. But I'd be interested
Right.
in what Disney is going to say. How they're going to, what's going to be their decision. Then the podcast thing. He's lost. Well, I don't know if he's totally lost the deal that he was going to give is over $100 million. But they're saying they still got the deal, but it's way significantly lower than $100 million. And then some people are saying he lost the deal altogether. So I don't know. But that's how it looks. If you go back and look at Diddy, the video comes out, all the partnerships he has start backing off, all the people he do business with start backing off, all of the celebrity friends start backing off, and it just crumbles. It just crumbles. So is this the beginning of the fall of Shannon Sharpe?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Remains to be seen. So with that said, Diddy was in court again, and he has declined a plea bargain. We found out that the Cassie tape will be part of the trial. So judge has allowed that video in. Do you think this is going to just crush his whole everything that he ever thought he could get by and come home because of that video? And then also the judge is saying, I don't care if you're prepared or not. Trial is going to move forward at the set date and time that we have set it for. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I was surprised that the judge didn't allow them more time. I mean, the 2 months was exceeding, but I think at least, a few weeks, maybe they would have pushed it back because he had the new lawyer that joined and what have you. But,
and the new superseding indictment. So he didn't have
right,
time. He was like,
right,
nope, sorry for you.
right. Right, but I was surprised that he didn't allow them more time. But them allowing in the Cassie tape the recording. Once the jury sees that, everybody has seen it though. But once the jury has seen it, I just see that they'll find him guilty on whatever.
I do too. I think on the RICO, they're gonna, and these are just my opinion. I feel like they can find three things because you only got to find three things in this RICO charge, right? And I
No, the
think
RICO is two.
oh, I thought it was
It's
three.
two.
It's
It's
only
two.
okay. I'm wrong. I thought it was three, and I know that they can allegedly get him on coercion. They can get him on what is it? Forceful labor, forceful labor, or something like that. And then it was three things that I didn't write them down, but I thought that it had to be three. So two things, and I don't think that that's going to be too far fetched for the prosecutors to come up with. And again, like whenever they did hello everybody, welcome. Whenever they did the what was I about to say? I got off track reading the thing. Oh, what was I about to say?
I think they're going to get him on the bribery for
Bribery.
the video
Yes.
and the arson from Kid Cudi's car.
That's definitely so. It's more than just three things. Even if it's only two, I think they can do that. And just the RICO alone will have him sitting there.
Right.
Not to come home. So, but like that's what I was going to say. TMZ did that like mock court thing, and I was surprised for people to say they have never seen that tape. They said that was the first time they had seen the tape of Cassie. And saw that what he had done. And I think that just hurts him just regardless, whether it was 30 years ago, whether it was 3 days ago, that's what's going to really hurt him. I think that with the evidence or the receipts that Cassie has, I think that hurts him for her being a star witness. It's a lot of stuff against him, that will be hard for him to get past, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's taking a toll on him though, for sure. He is looking, he's is, you can see by his appearance that it's taking a toll on him. But just like the man said, you can't do those. They will eventually catch up with you.
Yeah, and there was a guy that worked at Bad Boy, Phil Robinson. I
Yeah.
remember him from being on the show Making the Band
Uh-huh.
that had passed away today.
Right today. Yep, I saw that. And who was in the picture that they posted? Jay-Z. But
Right,
but yet him and Diddy ain't friends.
right.
That's what he say. Let him tell it. They ain't friends.
They're
We
just associates. So,
acquaintances. We're not friends. But every time I turn around, he's in a picture or they in a picture together. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so the trial is getting ready to start. I guess the jury pool will be selected May the 5th. Girl, that in the next week or so, it's
yeah,
coming.
that's next week. Yeah. Hmm.
Predicted that this trial would last for 4 weeks at first. Then they said 6, and now I think they're saying 10 weeks or something like that that it's going to last. But listen, it continues to be more and more stuff that comes out, and they're saying that a lot of people have turned on Diddy that are going to testify against Diddy. So
Yes, a lot of former employees, they're saying, yeah.
yeah, and I think that one of them is his assistant. When she spoke out, she was like, "I don't have nothing to do with nothing. Why is my name? Why does my name continue to come up in these situations when I had nothing to do with it? But at the end of the day, you was prepping for the freak offs to happen. You were making the phone calls, ordering people to go do stuff. So you had everything to do with it. And I think that with those text messages and phone calls, like she can't get around it. She's going to be another Ghislaine Maxwell. And that's my opinion. That's what I think.
Yeah, because I think she was involved in a lot, and I think she may have saved herself.
Yeah, I think that they got a hold of her and said, you give us what we want, and we will give you grace. And I don't think she's going to say no. That's okay. I think she would go for it. So I think she'll be one that is going to turn against him. And a lot of his employees, when this started happening and coming out, they complained about the way that they were treated. I mean, he just wasn't a nice person to work for or be around, really. And when they have the opportunity to tell it, they telling it. They are telling it. And if any of them felt like they were going to be part of like a co-conspirator with him or whatever, then I feel like once they get with the grand jury or the feds or whatever, that they flip the script and they tell the truth of what happened to them so that they don't go down with him. Because if they don't tell, then they're going down too. If they had anything to do with it. My opinion.
In the chat, Harlem Knight says no one is talking about Mr. Bentley.
Hi, hi, Harlem Nights. Thank you.
Farnsworth Bentley done got married and had kids, and he dropped off the face of the earth, if you ask me.
Where is he?
I don't know. I know he has kids and he got married. I don't know where he lives or anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The power that people have because of money
Right.
to make you go away. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think he knows something. Who knows? He may testify in the trial.
Yeah, they might have him put up so that he can come and testify. But I can't wait to see like how this unfolds. And it's unfortunate that no cameras can be, because you want the real time expressions and the real time, you know, visual of what's going on in there. But the live tweeting works for me. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Right, because I had thought about going a couple of days just to see, but I can't imagine the crowd that's going to be trying to get in the court.
Sir Miguel said he lives in Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we can only hope that the sketches are good. Yeah, that's right, Harlem Nights. The sketches are good, and that the people that are in there live tweeting can give us, which he's been doing really good with the live tweeting. And so, I mean, that works for me. I don't give me what's going on though, so we can report, we could talk about it. Because everybody's gonna be watching. Everybody's on. I heard somebody say, like, I ain't taking no vacation, no nothing. I'm gonna be right here covering this story the whole time through the summer. No summer vacation. Baby, take your vacation.
Yeah, because I think even the victims, their names will get out to the public for people to know, because they're testifying under pseudonyms. They're not using their real names.
And I want to talk about that, because how in the world you might go under pseudonyms and you might not use your real name, but people are going to know, and it's going to lead. I mean, we're going to know who they are. It may be a minute, but we are going to know who they are, whether they go under pseudonyms or not. I mean, that's just inevitable. I wonder what Junior.
Shoot, I think she's saying Mace has to say.
He's on top of he's loving it. He can't stand Diddy. But I think Mace knows a lot that went on. And I think that he's just sitting back like all of us to see how it's going to play out.
Well, Mace is supposed to have music that he's going to release when the trial starts.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I think he's going to say whatever he has to say in his music.
Well, bring it on, Mace. We waiting.
What are you telling?
We're waiting. Because we want to know. Yeah. So, yeah, this is crazy. And every day is something. What RayJ said, my boy Ray, he is like, it's a bunch of bull crap what they charging Diddy with. Like, this is all a bunch of bull crap. RayJ, where was you? You know something. You was there. Why you ain't telling us what you know? He swear he don't know nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe RayJ. Because I think he was involved in things. He was there. He was around.
I think he was too. And if Diddy was to start telling it, the names we would hear, because I mean, this is over like years and years of time. So even if people have married and grown up and matured and went on with their life, what was they doing back then? At those parties when they was wilding out. And Stevie J, I was going to say his name too. Stevie J to me is going to continue to support Sean Combs like he always has. He's not going to come out and say anything that he knows. Like, he's not going to do it. He's going to keep the same energy he had. Well, let me say that he's been keeping that same energy. He has not flipped the script. He is all about PDiddy. So I just don't think that he's going to say anything against Sean at all. Not at all. RayJ is the clown. That's my homeboy. He's so funny. He is so funny. I'm like, what, Ray? What?
Stevie J did a interview with Vlad, and he says that he never saw anything. So he's not going to say anything unless he gets called, unless he gets a subpoena to the trial. He never going to say nothing.
And he's not going to say nothing. He's going to. That's his story, and he's sticking to it because he's had ample opportunity to bring it. And he living in the house when he was there when they raided the house. He knows. He knows what. Just okay. Then if you don't want to tell us everything, Stevie J, just tell us the story behind the baby oil. Just tell us that part. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. This has been a good conversation tonight. But I'm telling you, you can never not have enough content with the things that are going on, and it continues to happen. So now Here's Shannon Sharpe. Who's next? Who's next? And before he came out, we knew somebody who's gonna be next, and it was Shannon.
Harlem Night says Casey and JoJo know something. We know they know something because remember Aaron Hall said they was all there.
Oh yeah, they know. It's
They
crazy.
know.
There was a reporter who was asking, was it Stevie J? They were asking somebody like, where is all of where's the celebrities? Like, where are all of the people in this realm of celebrity that has walked away from P. Diddy? And like they was like, everybody's going silent because everybody's on pins and needles. They don't know what might happen or what might be said that they could be brought into the mix. So I'm telling you, if you think about these white parties and you think about freak offs and you think about all of that Diddy had going on, can you imagine the names that Diddy could drop and take with him? And they say Diddy is going to, they're gonna have Diddy in such a predicament that he is going to start snitching. They said that about R. Kelly too. R. Kelly didn't take nobody down with him.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Carl Thomas.
The list is so long. The list is long.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a lot of artists, back then that was under Bad Boy. Because at one point, New Edition was even under Bad Boy.
Were they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know if you remember, it was one. Did you look at Making the Band?
Yes, I watched it.
Because remember one time Michael Bivins was on there.
Was he? I don't
he was
remember.
on there the episode when Diddy and what's her name? Lorianne got into it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long. But I watched it. I watched it almost like faithfully watched it.
And see that year that Puff got the award at the MTV Awards where he thanked Cassie for holding him down in the dark time.
Uh-huh.
Nobody caught before he thanked Cassie. He thanked Lorianne for keeping him out of jail.
Did he?
He did. If you go back to it, I'll try to find the clip and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
He thanks Lorianne for keeping him out of jail because him and Lorianne had gotten into that heated argument.
Oh my God.
And I don't remember if he threw the chair or she threw the chair. And allegedly it was Michael Bivins that was involved in whatever. But he thanks her for keeping him out of jail.
Right. Well, Sir Miguel said, keep in mind, they all may have been to the parties, doesn't mean they're all friends, which is true. I don't think a lot of entertainers have a close relationship with Sean Combs. Yeah, I don't either. He had men put hands on her. Yeah, I don't think, you're right about that. I don't think that they were close friends. I think that there was just a plethora of people that was invited to the party. And I don't think that everybody participated in freak offs, none of that. I don't believe that, but there are particular people that did participate, and I don't care. I don't know, but this is my opinion. I think RayJ, like, if you want to exclude everybody, I just think that RayJ had a part in it. Like he participated. Something. He was a party man. RayJ was a party man, and he was there. But again, he's not gonna say. He had men put hands on her.
Yeah, he's talking about Lorianne. I know it was something that went on with him and Lorianne because they had split for a while. She had worked with Puff for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had split behind that.
Right. Crazy.
So I know she knows stuff from being there.
There's a lot of people that could come out and just demolish P. Diddy from what they know. But I just feel like people ain't talking because what part did they have in it? So
yeah, because they don't know what will happen to them.
To them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy. That is crazy. What else we got? Anyway, so we got about a week to go before the 5th. I'm really interested in what the jury pool is going to look like, right? Like, how is it, like, how many women, how many Black people, how many, I'm interested in how they're going to pick and choose that jury. Let me see what else, if I'm missing something before we go. I think that's all I had tonight. But it was really great. It was, Sir Miguel. This was a really good night tonight. A good conversation. We're gonna continue the vibe as the content comes. We really gonna be out here. We really gonna be in these streets when the trial starts. So I hope you guys will join us as we have the conversation, and I hope that you guys will come up on the stage with us and talk as well, and just have a conversation. But we're going to go for now. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I think we had a good little crowd tonight, Harlan.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and I'm thankful for everybody. Thank y'all for coming. Harlan, thank you for everything you do. I'm going to go try to finish reading that. And then if you can find that video, send it to
I'm
me.
going to find the clip and I'm going to send it to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody, y'all keep y'all's ears and eyes open for the recording on Christian Combs that they're alleging is going to be floating around or is floating around. Let me know if y'all find it. Send it to me. Send it to Harlan, whatever, so that we can take a listen to that as well. So anyway, y'all have a good Saturday night, and I shall see y'all next time. All right.
Good night.
Night, everybody. Thank y'all.